Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. Well, man, we're on a hot streak this week. There's a bunch of new stuff being announced, which is kind of random to me. It's the end of October and people are coming out with new bang bangs and budget friendly at that. If you watched the show a couple days ago, I showed you that Ruger just came out with the Ruger Gen 2 Prairie, which is a bull barrel Ruger American. I called Tolliver's, they got me one on order, so stay tuned for that. They're already in the distributors. That's a goofy thing about announcing new rifles. A lot of times they're not even out yet. Say coming soon, and then you can't get them for a year. Well, Ruger announced the Prairie, and they're already at distributors. Like I said, Tolliver's ordered me one already. It's in the mail. But that's not what we're talking about today. Glenfield, which I'm 30-some years old. I never even heard of Glenfield, but Marlin just now relaunched Glenfield. Some of you old timers will remember Glenfield Firearms, apparently. I never heard of them, never seen one. Somebody said, oh, that's preposterous. I love Glenfield. I don't know. I'm just telling you the truth. On my show, I keep it real. I never heard of Glenfield. But I'm going to show you what they came out with. And I think it's actually pretty cool, especially considering the price point. Real quick, let's take a step back. That's probably the number one question I get asked. What's the best budget-friendly deer rifle? I'm going to show you the same answer I give everybody. Every day I get asked this question. So, there's a Ruger American. This is my Gen 2 in 7mm 08. That's a Gen 2 standard. That's a good budget-friendly option. There's a CVA Cascade. This is actually my CVA Cascade LRH. This is in 6.5 PRC. Love it. Good on the more affordable side of deer guns. Then there is this one. This is a Savage 110 Trail Hunter. I love these. I have 3 of them. 6.5 Creedmoor, 243, and 300 Winchester short mag. I love these Savage 110 Trail Hunters. Threaded barrels, heavier profile. Then this is a Ruger Gen 1, which is the interesting part that we're going to talk about here in a second. Ruger American. Then, I don't know, a year or two ago, Savage came out with these right here. If you said, what's the cheapest bolt action I could get for deer hunting? Depending on where you go, a lot of places it might be this. This is the Stevens 334. I think they are calling it the Savage 334 now. But yeah, MSRP of this is on the website $549 beans. YouTube, I'm not trying to sell nobody something, so don't flag my videos. That's why I never talk about prices in the videos, because YouTube goes bananas with their bots and stuff. But if somebody says, what's the cheapest bolt action you can get? This one right here. It's the 334, which this one's incredible. I'll probably never get rid of it. This one's in 6.5 Creedmoor, same whole group, so I got a video on it. Type in WHOTEEWHO Savage 334. But there is a new one that was just announced. It's even cheaper than that. So this is officially, that's not going to lay down good. This is officially the cheapest budget-friendly bolt action that you can get. And they're making it in a bunch of calibers, and they're just like that Ruger Prairie we talked about the other day. The Glenfields are already at distributors. I talked to Tolliver's and they've got some on the way of those already too. But what am I talking about? So I'm actually going to pull up my phone and screen record and show you guys this real quick. So hold on, I'll be right back. So check this out. I just went to the website on my phone, GlenfieldFirearms.com. I think it's a new website. We're going to click Bing Bangs, Glenfield Model A Rifle. Now what does that remind you of? Well, to me, it looks exactly like a Ruger Gen 1 Ruger American Gen 1 Predator. I mean, look at the grooves in the stock, everything. The grooves in the grip. It's literally the same rifle. Threaded barrel. To me, the only change is they're putting some speckling splatter on the stocks. So just run through it real quick. You guys can freeze this if you want. American made, simplicity, no frills, just essentials. Straightforward, affordable, reliable, adjustable trigger. Well, so was the Ruger Gen 1s. Just triggers between 3 and 5 pounds. But look at that. It literally is a Ruger American Gen 1 that they rebranded as a Glenfield. What are they even calling it? The Model A. Glenfield Model A. Splatter finish, threaded barrel, just like the Predators were. And here's what they got it in. 308, 30-06, 270, 243, 6.5 Creedmoor, 350 Legend, 450 Bushmaster. So, all those cartridges, but it's coming in, the MSRP is like $200 less than the Ruger Gen 2s, and it's $50 less than the previous cheapest, this 334, which does not have a threaded barrel. So that MSRP that they're posting on the website, $499 beans. Yeah, as far as I know, that is now the cheapest bolt action deer hunting rig in all those deer hunting calibers. What was that, 789? Rebranded as the Glenfield Model A. But as you saw in the pictures, all it is a Ruger American Gen 1 with some splatter paint on it. Literally, that's what it is. It's a Ruger American Gen 1 that they rebranded as a Glenfield Model A. So must be something they're trying. If they don't sell, who knows, maybe they'll get rid of it. But somebody in an office somewhere said, you remember those millions of Gen 1s that we made? And somebody else said, yeah. They said, maybe we should still sell them, because when they come out with the Gen 2s, the Gen 2s have got to be more expensive. They have a different cheek piece, they're splattered, they have a heavier bolt, they have a different safety, they have a fluted barrel, most of them come with brakes. All that leads into these are more expensive. The market is saying, wow, the Ruger Americans are no longer cheap. Now we're paying prices almost like a Tikka or a CVA. Man, there's no such thing as a cheap rifle anymore, which makes me wonder how the Gen 2 sales are doing. If they wanted to just keep selling the Gen 1s and call them a Glenfield Model A. But let me know what you think. Instead of the side being inscribed Ruger American like this is, they are inscribed with Glenfield Model A, which I think is interesting and cool. And like I said, Tolliver's has got some on the way. So we'll probably buy one and do a review of it. Man, I got so much stuff on the way. I bought so much stuff. I don't even have the time to shoot all the stuff that I bought, but I'm trying to keep everything fresh and new and keep you guys up to speed, giving you honest, real world, real results, no cookie cutter, fake things. There's already some fluff pieces out there on the Glenfields that, you know how they do them. They call somebody and, whoever it is, gunreviews.com or whatever, and they'll do some fluff piece. Oh, this is the best thing ever, and this and that. Hey, the show, we just keep it real, and I tell you what happens, and I bring the cameras with us. Glenfield Model A, they'll probably do good. I had tons of Ruger American Gen 1s, and from my memory, they all do great. But stay tuned. Let me know what you think about it. There's still time. They're in the mail for deer catching season. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned. We'll see y'all on the next one. Hooty-hoo.
Load it up and get it on as soon as you can. 30-06, 10 mil, 50 cal. It don't make a difference, man. We like to shoot and live